especially in this format, you know, there is a very, very high likelihood both players involved in a match against Magnus Carlsen, both players involved in a match when Magnus is playing, know who's going to win. I have a feeling Jose probably had a good idea about who was going to win this match, but he started very well, and then he couldn't quite catch up. He was 4-2, and since then, it has not been close.
Yep. That's the reality, which, as you said, might not be a total surprise to either of these players. Round of 16, first round of the Speed Chess Championship, always has a mismatch. And let's be honest, and we saw Jose Martinez, he's made it into the SCC before, but he played against Hikaru Nakamura. Now he's playing against Magnus Carlsen. I mean, it just doesn't get easier. Those first round matchups, you can, barely get into the event before you're knocked out right away. So it's really tough to go up against these 3,400 blitz titans.
But credit to Jose, as we have said, the scoreline doesn't reflect maybe how close it's been. It feels like it should be a 5-6 point lead for Magnus rather than 8, but that's life. That's sort of how it goes. Here's another, by the way, good position for Jose, and he's been down to fight. He's put on some really, really interesting games for us. So we cheer for the underdog here.
Yeah, and we cheer for King Walks. Those have been really entertaining to watch, and honestly, for good reason. Magnus hasn't been as savvy navigating them because, it's just madness. The king is in the middle of nowhere. It's so hard to properly understand what the best moves are. It's not a standard position at all.
Well, you could just go h4, g3, h4, king h2, king h3, but I don't think it's going to work here. And this is looking quite unpleasant.
Yeah.
And 18 seconds now, Amon. Even the commentators are a little bit stunned by how little time is remaining on the clock. It's a difficult shift.
Yeah, it really is. And it just looks like one of those positions that, look at this, by the way. Absolutely leaving the G2 pawn hanging. Magnus defends the knight, which is all you need. You get one move, and all of a sudden, bishop h3.
Yeah, the rook goes forward. He's looking for counterplay. f7 does look quite nice. It's hanging, but c4 is brutal, sealing the position shut. Now we hit the queen.
Yep.
Knight e2 would be nice. Not quite.
Yeah, but then you start to think about ways to maybe remove that queen, and h4, bishop h3, queen g5. You've at least got the knight here, if not more.
Yeah, he'll be picking up the knight. He doesn't even have to take it, but he does. Whoa.
What a great position to be in,
Queen h5 is nasty. That was the only defense. Yeah, queen h1 mate was a nice trick. Now queen d1, rook f2, it's all over.